Well, hello there to all of my Patreons, and also to all of the freeloading latecomers. If you are tired of being a freeloading latecomer, you are ashamed of how often I have done you a solid of exposing you to an awesome spirit, and you've not given me anything back. Consider joining the Patreon and getting videos like this. The kind of shorty extra videos I do every week. A little bit earlier. That being said, videos are going to be a little bit sparser for the next couple of weeks because we are going on vacation to Lithuania in a few weeks, and I'm trying to line up some videos beforehand. We'll see how it goes, but things might be a little bit thin. Just a warning. But it's not thin today. Today it is very wonderfully fat because we've got a review of another Alambique Serrano. I know I do a lot of reviews of these guys, but they just keep putting out stuff. This one's very special, though. So as you know, the Alambique Serrano brand is relatively recent, but it goes back to the Krassel family, who've been making cane juice-based rum in Oaxaca for a very, very long time. Decades. They were flying this stuff around in a plane, which is kind of cool. But most of the time they were using basically their own column still, their own continuous still. More recently, they have started using some pot stills as well. And if you go and look at all the cajillion Alambique Serrano releases out there, you will see a lot of pot still distillate in the various barrel picks and blends and stuff that they put out. What you haven't seen up until now is an unaged version of their pot still distillate. The Krassel still, the column still, continuous still stuff. That's out there in the form of Cañada, which I adore, the Cartier 30, which I adore even more. But I was, from the beginning, since reviewing this stuff, I was like, why is there not just an unaged version of the pot still stuff? Where is it? I want it. I want to try it. And now I can try it because they put a little bit out. This is a very, very special limited kind of release. It is a pick. I can't even call it a barrel pick, can I? It's a batch pick that's upside down, by Baytowne Wine Spirits in Rochester, or Rumchester, if you prefer. They have gotten a hold of not very much, a couple of liters of unaged pot still Krassel rum, and they're calling it Alambique de Cobre, Alambique from copper, from the copper still. So I am darn excited to try this. All the stats are pretty much the same as with, say, the Cartier 30. It's just this is coming off the pot still. Distilled by the Krassel family, Los Hermanos Krassel, in their custom designed copper pot stills. And it is bottled at still strength, which happens to be 68.7%. Here we go. I'm excited about this. So you may have thought that the fruity nature of Alambique Serrano, so many of their various H releases, a lot of that fruity character you might have thought was coming from the French oak and the oak. You might have thought it was coming from the oak. I'm here to tell you, no, a heck of a lot of it is just coming from what's coming off the still. That is a lot of fruit. We are in fresh fig territory. There's some plum, not prune, plum. Both, regular plum. I don't know what a regular plum is, but also Mirabelle plum. Lots of fig, different kinds of figs. Mostly fresh. Also some mulberry, like some boysenberry even. But then, there's some kind of cane notes. There's some green notes in this as well. This is fun. Hippie toothpaste, one of my all-time favorite cane juice rum notes. So, freshly picked mint plus fennel. That's what it smells like. Actually, the dental theme is pretty legit. This smells like a a dentist's operating room in the best possible way. It smells like that. The plaster they put in your mouth to make a mold of your teeth. It smells a little bit like that. There's some half-chewed bubble gum coming through as well. This is wild. Sandstone. A little bit of a sea breeze coming in there, but less than you might think. A little bit of a kind of briny touch. A hint of black olive. You're really leaning hard into fruit, but more like figgy, sweet berry fruit kinds of stuff than your traditional apples and stuff. And, dentist's office. Beyond everything else, there is just like, I don't know how to further analyze this, a cane juice note. And if you want to know what that smells like, you got to go to like Louisiana or something, go to a little, cafe, like a health, natural, foodie leaning cafe, get yourself a glass of fresh cane juice and smell it. This is kind of what it smells like. Maybe a couple of clumps of wet grass in there as well, like freshly mowed wet grass. Lightly herbaceous as well, hints of oregano. Oh, there's another herb in there too. What is that? Not sage. What is it? What are you? Oh, even actually a little bit of dill. Fresh dill, not dried dill. A little bit. Really like oregano stuff. A little thyme too. Okay, it's a very fun nose. It's very different from the Alambiques. I'm sorry, yeah. It's very different from the Cartier 30s. I'm sorry. It's been a week. On the palate. So much of the structure in the aged releases that you thought was from the oak, it's from this. This is really just a big old powerhouse in the mouth. It's not just the strength, it's the nature of the spirit. This is really covering my mouth with tons of white pepper, that kind of dental stuff. Dentist plaster, teeth plaster, whatever it is. Hippie toothpaste. Mineral, like wet rocks. It's really, it's powerful to the point that it almost feels tannic. Even though there's no actual tannins in here, it has grip without the things that normally give it grip, if you know what I mean. This is fabulous. So it's more driven by the dental stuff than the fruit on the palate, but you're still getting a heck of a lot of fruit as well. Again, we're leaning into figs, fresh figs, not dried, plum, boysenberry, mulberry, mirabelle, orange peel, lime peel. There's some lemon here as well, but it's more like the lemon pith, the white stuff. The herbaceous again, oregano. A lot of that minty, fennelly, hippie toothpaste thing. it doesn't develop a whole heck of a lot in the mouth, but boy, oh boy, does it just get in there and explode and cover everything. This is great. Is it better than the Cartier 30s? I don't think it is. If gun to my head, I don't think it is. But it's different, and it's kind of right up there. One more time. This is delicious. It's got a little bit of that kind of half-used bubblegum thing again. Something grapey, but it's almost like grape candy more so than grape. That's interesting. A little bit of like a white tea element to this as well. It's fun. It's very good. It's not like the Cartiers, but it's also not like really any other cane juice rum I can think of. That being said, it still tastes very much like a cane juice rum. It tastes like it's a member of that category. It's just kind of a new twist on it. All right, I'm going to give this some water. We'll come back to it after a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll take at least 6. Probably more like 7. Just 6.5. And I'll stop there. Give it a second to settle down. Yeah, so current plan is in a couple of weeks we will be flying to Lithuania through Dublin, visiting my daughter's family over there. And yeah, so in the meantime, I will be trying to furiously to crank out videos, to do write-ups, and get them kind of posted in advance so that there's no interruption in service, even if I have to kind of... You're not going to be getting, hour and 15-minute marathons for a little bit. You'll just have to live with that. I know that might have been part of your routine. But yeah, I'm very excited about drinking lots of beer and krupnikas and I don't know, whatever else they got over there. And oh my god, eating the bread. The Lithuanian, you have to try the Lithuanian bread. It's fantastic. Go to Lithuania. If you ever don't just go there for the bread, but if you are ever in Lithuania, go seek out the heaviest, darkest rye bread you can get your hands on and just eat it. Also seek out some apple cheese. That's important because it's a flavor note you'll find everywhere. It's basically dried, boiled down apple, sweetened with honey, and that is frankly half of the space ciders that exist in this world, as far as notes go. Back to the Alambique. On the nose, there's some lemon lime coming out now. It might have been there before, but I wasn't really sort of paying attention to it. Lemon lime coming through now, starting to compete with the fig and the boysenberry stuff. That's the big change on the nose. Is now, I mean, in some ways it smells, because we're getting more citrus elements, it smells more like kind of a traditional cane juicy rum. I expect to get citrus in those. Actually, now that we got the citrus in play, and we've also got maybe the herbs are coming out a little bit more of the greenness, now we're starting to get in the same territory as my beloved Cañada, which for a long time before the Cartier came out was my favorite unaged Mexican cane juice rum. I should break out my Cañada again one of these days. No, I mean, more citrus is the main note, and a little bit of a step up in the minerality. I'm sorry, the herbaceousness. Actually, the minerality too. There's a little bit more whetstone on the palate. It's amazing. It's so peppery in the mouth, but there's not really a lot of kind of pepperiness on the nose. Like I said, given the relative dearth of peppery, spicy stuff on the nose, you just don't see the attack of white pepper coming when it hits on the palate. Even a little cumin in there. Water steps it down a little bit in power, but gives a little bit of a more creaminess. This is fun. The palate, aside from a little bit of a change in that kind of mouth presence thing, and how it's presenting itself, the notes are more consistent with where it was before than on the nose. I mean, cool. The herbaceousness, mixed with the minerality and the figs, the fruit. I like this a lot. This is very, very, very good. Now I've decided to decide what to score it. Jesus. We're not getting into the 90s with this. It's just not quite there. But it's got terrific mouth presence. It's complex. It is punchy. I'll call this an 89. 89 points for this Cobre Kai rum from Alambique Serrano. And yeah, that's the video. They probably still have a few bottles of this left over, but even if Baytowne runs out, there will be more of this. There will be more like this, so I would say if you see something like it, grab it. And that's the video. Thanks for watching, and cheers.